What role do human rights play in humanitarian action? In today's world, the connection between human rights and humanitarian action is more relevant than ever. With ongoing conflicts and humanitarian crises, understanding this relationship is vital. Just yesterday, reports highlighted the urgent need for protection of civilians in war zones. Many people are searching for answers on how human rights impact humanitarian efforts. Human rights and humanitarian action are closely linked, especially during armed conflicts. International humanitarian law, which includes the Geneva Conventions and the laws of armed conflict, sets important rules. These rules are designed to protect those who are not participating in hostilities, such as civilians and prisoners. They aim to limit the negative effects of war on these vulnerable groups. While human rights law applies at all times, humanitarian law mainly comes into play during armed conflict. However, both sets of laws can work together during war. This means that parties involved in a conflict must respect the rights of civilians according to both human rights treaties and humanitarian law. The Geneva Conventions and their additional protocols are the foundation of international humanitarian law. They requiring combatants to distinguish between themselves and civilians. This distinction is essential to avoid targeting innocent people and causing unnecessary suffering. Protecting civilians is a primary goal, and violations can lead to severe consequences for individuals and communities. Humanitarian organizations, like the International Committee of the Red Cross, serve as neutral parties in conflicts. They help reunite families and provide essential aid. These organizations also reminded parties of their legal obligations under international law. When these laws are not respected, suffering increases, and conflicts can drag on longer. Recent discussions from the Human Rights Council emphasize the need for cooperation among states and organizations. This cooperation is crucial for protecting human rights during and after conflicts. Addressing human rights violations is essential for achieving lasting peace. Ignoring these issues can lead to fragile peace agreements and a lack of trust between groups. Human rights play a vital role in humanitarian action by establishing standards for treating individuals, especially civilians, during war. The Geneva Conventions and the laws of armed conflict provide the legal framework for these protections. Together, they help limit the harm caused by war and support efforts to rebuild societies after conflict.